What's up, Packers fans? This is Frank Nina again with another Monday recap on this rainy day. In this video, we're going to talk about the Packers' loss to my hometown team, the Redskins, 31-17. My initial thoughts on this game is, I really believe the Packers definitely deserve to lose this game. They came out looking unprepared. They were badly coached and just looked unfocused. All right, this was just a sloppy play game all around. No question, it was by far the worst game of the season. I know it was only in week 3, but this was just a horrible game played by both sides of the ball. So let's just run through the game. So the game started off bad right away with the Packers putting the defense on the field first. The same defense that just loves to give up opening touchdowns, give up touchdowns or opening drives. As you would expect, the Redskins marched down the field very quickly to start the game and took a 7-0 lead, with Alex Smith hitting Richardson Jr. for an easy touchdown that was poorly covered once again by safety Kentrell Bryce. Man, this guy has a problem that just really needs to be addressed. If you wanted to say the Packers probably have two of the worst starting safeties in the NFL, then you can. We are just absolute shit at that position. The Redskins' next drive, they got Adrian Peterson going, and that's the thing you don't want. Adrian Peterson, the Packers killer, he always has good games against us, and this game was no exception. Once again, goes right back to my point about how unprepared we were. Stopping the run game was crucial against a run first team, and we just didn't do that. Those guys up front were getting bullied at the line of scrimmage. Adrian Peterson had many runs where he gained about 5 to 6 yards before there was any Packers contact whatsoever. It was just horrible. So the Skins were now up 14-0, and the Packers would answer with a field goal. The Redskins' ensuing drive ended with a ha-ha picking off Alex Smith, but the Packers were completely unable to get any points off of it. Punt the ball back to the Skins, pinning them down to the 2-yard line, which really didn't matter because the Redskins would then drop all the way down the field, score a touchdown on a pass to Crowder that went now and put them up 21-3. So, as you can clearly see, nothing going right for us. The Packers finally responded with a touchdown to Geronimo Allison, which was pretty much was an easy pitch and catch. There was some blown coverage by the Redskins. The Skins would then respond by scoring on an Adrian Peterson run that really wasn't a touchdown, but they gave it to him anyway, and the Packers are now down 28-10. So in the first half, the Packers offense wasn't moving the ball much, and the defense was absolute garbage. Garbage, no other word to use. They weren't stopping the run. They were making Alex Smith look like an MVP quarterback, and that's just what this team does. That's just what this defense does. It doesn't matter what quarterback it is. We always making these quarterbacks, even average quarterbacks, look better than what they are. The second half, both teams will only score one time with a touchdown pass to Devontae and a field goal at the end by the Skins to put the game away. Second half, the Packers started playing a little better on defense. I noticed Mike Patton started calling more blitzes that got to Alex Smith and threw him off his game, and the coverage got improved, which was key in getting those guys off the field and giving us chances to come back. The problem was, however, the Packers were completely unable to do that as the offense was awful in the second half. We couldn't sustain a drive, and we're not converting on third downs because of missed opportunities and flags. All right, the Packers were flagged 11 times for 115 yards, 5 on the offensive line for holdings, and there were so many drops. Randall Cobb dropped 2 passes that would have went for first downs, 1 on third down and another on fourth down. And Randall Cobb also had a fumble that pretty much sealed the Skins' victory. This was by far Randall Cobb's worst game of his career, without question. He was awful in this game. Lance Kendricks also dropped a long pass that would have went for the first down as well. So like I said at the start of this video, man, the Packers just came out there looking completely unprepared and unfocused. And you can blame the rain, but you really can't, because at the end of the day, regardless of what the weather conditions are, they will impact the game. But you still got to go out there and play and make the best out of your opportunities. So the Packers absolutely deserve to lose this game in my eyes. Mike McCarthy's game plan was just horrendous. He was awful in clock management once again by not calling the timeout during the Skins' last drive in the first half to maybe save some more time so we can move the ball at the end of the half. Because as you saw, we went for that 60-yard field goal. It might not have been 60 yards had we had more time. So once again, Mike McCarthy was absolutely pitiful in clock management. Okay, I don't care. This guy's a problem, man. He is a problem. I don't care what anybody says. It's amazing how he's escaped the electric chair for as long as he has. All right, we are a badly coached team. Aaron Rodgers is out there playing on one leg. It still is his only bright side to this football team. And it's sad. It's sad that we just do not have any playmakers other than Aaron Rodgers. Not on the defensive side, nor on offense. Aaron Jones welcome back. He was the only bright side, I'll say. But again, you see what we lack every year we come into the season, the new season. So Mike McCarthy, in my opinion, is a problem. He's an absolute problem, man. I just don't know. I don't know what to say. But I don't know what to say at this point about this dude. But anyway, let's go ahead and look at these stats. Aaron Rodgers threw the ball 44 times, completed 27 for 265 yards and 2 touchdowns, no picks. He scrambled for 2 key first downs, but was sacked 4 times. Alex Smith threw the ball only 20 times, completed 12 for 220 yards, 2 touchdowns, 1 pick. Aaron Jones, like I said, welcome back, ran the ball for 42 yards. He averaged 7 yards per carry, but in typical Mike McCarthy fashion, he only carried the ball 7 times. Adrian Peterson, on the other hand, carried the ball 19 times for 120 yards and 2 touchdowns. Beast. Geronimo caught 2 catches for 75 yards and a touchdown. Devontae, 7 receptions, 52 yards, 1 touchdown. Randall Cobb, like I said, had a shitty game. Ty Montgomery had caught some catches on checkdowns. Graham, 5 receptions, 45. Like I said, Cobb dropped 2 passes and Kendricks dropped 1. They need to clean that up. They need to clean that up, man. The supporting cast around Rodgers needs to play better. On the defensive side of the ball, like I said, these guys were awful in the first half. No disputing it. They gave up too many big plays downfield. 28 points in the first half. They were called for 3 pass interferences calls on 1 drive. And they played, so they were horrible in the first half. They gave up big plays that went for 28 yards, 40 yards, 35 yards. It was a shitty performance all around that first half. They played better in the second half, holding the Skins only to 3 points. You can maybe argue the Skins kind of took their foot off the gas a little bit, but whatever. The point is the defense needs to play a complete game. You can't play well one half of football and not the other half. And that's pretty much been the pattern so far. In the Chicago game, they were shit in the first half but played better in the second. The Minnesota game, they were good the first 3 quarters and then they were awful in the last 2. Then playing in the last quarter plus overtime. And now here against the Skins, again, they were horrible in the first half, but then played better in the second half. These guys need to play a complete game. And one stat that I brought up was sacks. Like I said, Aaron Rodgers was sacked 4 times. The offensive line needs to play better. And it probably won't be because right now, no shocker, Brian Berlaga went down again. So the offensive line is only going to get worse. And this is a problem. When you got an injured Aaron Rodgers playing behind center and you can't protect him, it's a problem. And it's the reason why he's hurt in the first place. This guy's out there playing on one leg and continues to be the only bright spot to this team. Getting absolutely no help from the supporting cast. Alex Smith, on the other hand, he didn't get sacked once. He almost did, but just another stupid roughing the passer on Clay. But again, my point that I brought up last week of no pass rush was proven once again with this football team. Even if it's Alex Smith, it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter who's back there at quarterback. No pressure on the quarterback is a problem. And when you got young corners and when you got young corners out there like Josh Jackson and Jair Alexander, along with an old Jamal Williams, Devon House, who's been trash, and just horrible play at safety, especially from Kentrell Bryce, your secondary is going to get torched. You saw in the second half, Mike Patton started calling more blitzes, and you saw what it did to Alex Smith. You saw it. Threw him off his rhythm. He wasn't able to get the ball out of his hands quick. You saw it. You saw the difference that made. And I'm sorry, but Mike Patton's just going to have to call more blitzes going forward. Those guys up front are not getting to the quarterback on their own. They just aren't, and it's only going to get worse with Muhammad Wilkerson going down. And just so you know how garbage Kentrell Bryce is, he was the one who injured him, injuring his own guy. So yeah, man, this is a problem. The secondary is a weak point once again. The pass rush is absolute shit. So this defense is not going to get better. It's not going to play better if we're unable to get pressure on the quarterback. And you're leaving those guys, and you're leaving these young guys in secondary out there on the island. So this is why you can't completely blame everything on the secondary. Your defensive front has to get pressure. So yeah, I don't know, man. I at this point, I just really wish the Packers would just go out there and either sign Eric Reed, who's a free agent, or try to trade for Earl Thomas, or do something, because we are just absolute trash at the safety position. Trash. So now moving forward, the Packers are now 1-1, which is weird saying, but I'm gonna still try to keep optimism, because the Packers usually start slow in the season and we get hot. We get hot usually midway towards the end. So I'm keeping optimism for now. I know there's a lot of Bears fans. They're really happy with their team. They're 2-1. They're top of the division, but it's only week 3. We still got 14 more games left. We still got 13 more games to play in the season. Anything can happen. Anything can happen. So enjoy being on top of the division for while you can, Bears fans. As far as the Packers go, moving forward, we got some winnable games. We can win those games and get back on track, and that's pretty much what needs to happen at this point. Because we can't come out looking flat like we did in this game. We come out looking as flat as we did in this game, we're not going to win any games for the rest of this season. So we'll see what happens. That's all I got. I'm out of here. Peace.